you have inmates or whatever they call them, clients or whatever, people that's doing time that are naturally fighting the inner girl that's coming out of them. You know what I'm saying? They transition. I've watched people come in aggressive, loud talking, and they see, you just over time you just start seeing them combing their hair. So you align their eyebrows up. Next thing you know, they sitting in the day room, put makeup on.
Prison Stories 101, man. Come on, Mr. Good Energy.
Mr. Good Energy.
Let's go, man. We got him in the building, man. OJ, man. OJ the Juice, man. Let's
win.
Come on. First and foremost, I gotta say it. Welcome home.
Oh, thank you.
And for those that need a reintroduction, go ahead and reintroduce yourself. Tell them how much time you served.
My name OJ Johnson. In my past life, it was Juiceman, young dude. And transitioning into the newer me, it's Mr. Good Energy. And I treat that as a state of mind, a way of life, something that I impose on others. That's all it's about. Setting the tone and creating a path for the others. They can't do it for themselves.
And how much time did you serve?
I did 11 and a half years.
Do you remember your prison number off the rip of your head?
Yeah, 1987718, of course.
Oof,
they still tell you that to go report. They ask you to put your TDC number down.
How is it, and we're gonna get to what led up to this, but having that prison number, how often do you hear that number versus your real name?
Every time. Officers and higher ranking have always asked for my bunk number and my TDC number before they even knew you, and then when they get to know you, then they start calling you whatever they wanna, whatever you go by, whatever you have recreated. But yeah, all the time. Yeah, small.
All right, with that being said, man, we always try to kick off whenever someone's new to the channel, man, try to get the who, what, when, where, and how. So you let us know as far as the win. You did 11 years. From what year to?
2013 to 2025. Yeah. Absolutely, like summertime, like March or May or something.
All right. When it comes to the where did you catch your case and where did you do your time?
Dallas, Texas, where I caught my case. And I did my time. I started my time in West Texas. We called it Little Mexico. And on Farm Bay and Wheeler, I did 23 months. That's when they that was before COVID, when they made you do 23 months on the transfer. So I did my time there and then was transferred through Bird to Chocolate City. That's all by Houston. And on Ramsey 1, I did three and a half years on Ramsey 1. And then I got in a jam with Established Relationship and got shipped to Alred and did about 6 years. And then I got switched transferred to Cofield, made parole on Cofield, and did all my little time on them little programs on out the door.
Because I don't want to forget, I'm going to just jump right into that. One statement you just made as far as getting jammed up for establishing a relationship with an officer.
Absolutely.
I want to go into that real quick, but we're going to come back to the who, what's, and where.
That's smooth. Let's get it.
What was that situation? Because we just talked about that as far as the risk you take.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have any type of relationship with an officer.
Sometimes we subconsciously overlook the risk to outweigh the reward, and in doing so, first of all, men in prison, if you are stand-up individuals, stand-up niggas, we don't play no funny shit. So we lack companionship. And when you lack companionship, you go looking for it through another source. Beautiful women such as ourselves. And it starts with a conversation. And that conversation, it's never like you come in and say, oh, I want a girlfriend. Maybe I did that when I first was like, man, I'm gonna go down there, do my little time the way I want to do it, whatever. Nevertheless, when you get there, it's a new experience. So it comes on naturally, the laws of attraction. You get in position, you end up doing, you maybe get a job like an SSI or a commissary to where you are around the female, the opposite sex. And it all just started with a conversation. Like, hello, hey, how you doing? Where you from? Man, you ain't from out here. That's what's going on. Man, I'm from the D for real. Nevertheless, it grows into that. You start with best friends, but then that girl or that whatever individual starts saying that I see you more than, and then y'all get to tamper with the evidence.
Ooh. Ooh. Goddamn. So your situation, did you take it all the way there?
Absolutely.
Oh,
I had a great time.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Great experience. Because what it's about is it's about when you take it there, people think it's all about having sex in prison, but nevertheless, you create a bond and a connection that even when they get in the jail, they like, fuck what you heard, balls to the wall. I don't even know what you're talking about. And I think that it's a great guy, one of the good guys that had introduced me to the game. I surrounded myself. I came to the penitentiary with and wanted to understand it because I knew that I'd be living here.
Come on.
So you have paths that you can take. It's certain type of groups and clans. You got the dope fiends, you got the hustlers, you got the game individuals, and you have the workout junkies and the book nerds. Nevertheless, you pick whatever crowd and clan you want to kind of get integrated to and transform into. So,
can you jump around clans? Cause I'm gonna be a bookworm and then I'm gonna go work out.
What do you mean by that?
Like basically, I fuck with these guys for a few months.
Absolutely. You could be a universal individual.
After a few months, I'm trying to go over here.
Nevertheless, but when you first come here, you looking at this motherfucker like, man, what the fuck is this? And then you start seeing, you just see a body of people, but as you do time, you start to see how even in a body of people, you could see the separation and the division of whatever type of time they on. Yeah. And understanding that, I just wanted to be a person that understood information, that wanted to excel in whatever he did, and I wanted me a girlfriend. I came to prison with just my teeth on, and she would send me a quarter every other week, and my brother a quarter every other week. And when you trying to go to commissary, keep your hygiene and keep your food and stuff like that, you got to figure out a better way.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So you get it out the land, and I had a gift of gab. So I loved it. I loved to introduce myself, set the tone, and impose my thoughts on others at times.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So.
All right, so let's go back to what got us here. So what was the crime?
Assault with a deadly weapon.
Are you okay to talk about the situation?
It's still kind of touchy because, my accuser ended up being my victim, a person that it was a family member that used to abuse me as a child.
Wow. And
as I grew up, something in my mind told me I'm a little stronger. I'm a little more who I'm supposed to be to defend myself. And it ended up becoming an altercation that led me to prison.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. No, that's touching right there. Nah, for real. So it goes to the who. You just mentioned your mom. Who did you leave behind and what age were you?
I was 24 when I had caught my case.
24.
Yeah.
Who was affected by your 11 years?
Everybody. I tend friends, family, children. I got two little boys, OJ and AJ. I call them orange juice and apple juice.
Yeah.
They were the ones that I hurt the most because with the same mother. So if your bond and friendship or maturity is not at a certain level, it tends to, out of sight, out of mind. You out of sight, you overlook. And by doing that, it created a separation from me and my kids because of our past, things, our past problems that we never ever was able to communicate and kind of iron out and be co-parents. So when I come home, I got a 16-year-old that don't want me to be a daddy. And I got a baby boy that's been overlooked because he lacked the love and father figure because he was overlooked by everyone else. So I feel like they were the most affected. Of course, my T-Zone, because she used to come, she stayed consistent she walked the whole time with me. Nevertheless, I watched my mother shrink in front of me. Yeah, every year it seemed like she lost another 5-10 pounds. Every year I watched her, she a high yellow. I watched it kind of dull out a little bit. So I watched my mother wither in front of me. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else, yeah, they shoot shout outs and loves, but it don't hit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Throughout the years, what was communication like? Were you able to talk with your sons every day, or like
not at all?
How often?
I have a baby mother that she has 5 boys, 3 different baby daddies. I got the first 2, another got I get to that. Another dude got 2, and another nigga from my hood had one with my baby mama. You know what I'm saying? I think that because of what I had mentally did to her, she kind of did it back in return with, you know, sleeping with a nigga that watched you grow up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga you took care of when they came home.
You had your 2 children first with her?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And when you went in, how old were your boys?
OJ was 4.5, 4. AJ was like 6 months. They're like 3 years apart.
Quick question: were they knowing where you were and knowing the situation, or did y'all try to hide that?
No, they knew where I was. You know, most times, you know, our culture take that Santa Claus out of the situation. Yeah. We don't play that fantasy. Yeah. All that work and shit, that shit over with. Because it come a time to where they need you and they need you now, and how you gonna keep playing with them? Yeah. You know, we don't have enough money, enough to pay for trips to kind of keep their mind off of it. So you just kind of shoot it to them raw, and they just got the concept and just grew with it. Yeah. Understood it.
And this your baby mama at the time?
Absolutely.
Does she at least stay the course for a couple of months?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
So the moment you get jammed up is kind of...
Oh yeah, we was already on some... And I'm not down to women. I love women. I love black women. Yeah. Nevertheless, when you have a relationship with a woman, y'all have children, when they in their mind, they subconsciously think that when they break up with you, you break up with the kids. You know what I'm saying? They take the kids with them. And that's how it happened in my situation. Some women don't, and I really push that up. Because I got some good guys that haven't been with their baby mamas forever, and they still be consistent with their children and they life. And I think that because of my lack thereof, me being in their life, it made them have to create a father figure from all the other individuals she done had a relation with. Yeah. And so when they come through and get it in the proof in the pudding, it's like they can't believe it's not butter. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, that shit, I ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So she got with one of your, she got with your day one.
Yeah, he was an older, wasn't a day one, but he was affiliated with the day ones that I grew up in. Yeah. So by him being affiliated to that, it put me in a state of mind like when your time was to come home, I'm up. So I take care of you. Hey, here, cuz, here, take this, take you ain't gotta do this, I'm doing well. Nevertheless, out of sight, out of mind, you know what I'm saying? And I think that when you're not around, I was very territorial. I had a different type of reputation. Yeah. So you try something that you would never have tried if I was in the presence of. Yeah. So
how much does that eat at somebody? Because those are things that we don't talk about. Like, when you get them kind of news.
Ape shit.
Yeah, it's like
ape shit. Yeah, ape shit. Yeah, I'll be on that type of time. Yeah. Nevertheless, God has blessed me with a new opportunity, new perspective. Because it's not about you, a woman, your mother, the mother of your children having a relationship with another guy. Nah, it's with somebody that you seen. And you brought my kids. Man, my kids grew up around these people. Yeah. And as soon as I go, you bring them kids around these people for a different reason. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, that shit'll make you, it makes you turn inside out.
Disrespectful. Before we get into the stories real quick, we have to go back to the why. As you stand in front of the judge and, you're looking at, what you're probably facing, you have to ask yourself, why am I in the situation? Now, you kind of explained, as far as what you had to go through to even get to that point, but why was that even a thing in the first place? Was it, do you blame, said family member?
Nobody.
Do you blame parents or?
As a child, 24, I feel like when you live in a certain lifestyle, you still have a childlike mentality. And in that understanding, I used to indulge on PCP. I don't know if people know dip, wag, slaughter, gorilla pill, whatever you call it. But I started smoking juice when I was 16. And I think it was to kind of numb what you was going through and you ain't know how to express it. A lot of times we express one action for all the emotions: angry, happy, hungry, sleepy, frustrated, and I indulged in that created an outburst of something that was trying to be communicated but never took seriously. You know, when you tell somebody is doing something to you, to somebody you feel like is supposed to love you, you tend to feel that if they can't fix it some way and somehow, one day I will. Whether it's good, bad, or ugly. Yeah. So me sitting in the courthouse, all I'm thinking about is like, damn, like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared. You only see this on like Law and Order or something.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
Did you have run-ins with the law prior to that? Like,
I was always a hustler. I'd have caught me a few dope cases and stuff like that. Nevertheless, like, you know, I've always some form been in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, like, I've never been in court. You know, you catch a case or whatever. Yeah, they gonna pass it on. Next thing you know, you talking to your lawyer in another room, talking, hey man, just sign for this little shit. Whatever. You gonna go up here and come back, time served, whatever.
Yeah. So
I never been sitting in front of like a trial by judge or, you know what I'm saying, something like that. So that's a scary feeling because all these people are crowded and bunched up in one room for you, or whatever faults that you did.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, so it's like everyone is looking for you to either go and pray stay, but it's all from your choices and your actions. You know what I'm saying? I've learned in the time that I've done, as I look back, I've learned that what created that was me not understanding a reaction and a response. So if I knew how to respond properly, I would have been able to take it to another authority, because at one point in time, I felt that my family was authority. We breaking the law, getting out of trouble, and keep calling for mama until they take you to where mama can't help you no more.
No, that's real.
Yeah, so,
real.
And that's the mentality I had.
Did you know what how much time you were facing?
Not at all. They had offered me some time, but you know, you still thinking like, coming out of Lulu, everybody think you gonna go on to probation. You gonna get your little probation, going about your business. People come holler at you, and you gonna play crazy, say you got a problem, say you got a real problem, hope you get the program and get going about your business. Nevertheless, they said 10, and I was like, nah.
They offered 10.
Yeah, they offered me 10, and my us as a culture, I'll say my mother.
Yeah.
If you an 80s baby, your parents still suffer from that Jim Crow mindset.
That's right.
Turn yourself in, baby. Just take the time. Do all this old crazy ass shit instead of fight for yourself. Nevertheless, I allowed them, with their lack of information, to know about law, to allow me to keep a quarter point, and to allow me to go in front of a judge that really don't know who I am and where I came from.
How many court-appointed attorneys do you believe are like literally or really doing their job?
The only ones that are really about their job is the ones that had did something wrong and get called to be somebody's court-appointed attorney or something like that. In the sense of, you got to do some pro bono work. You know what I'm saying? But most people that are court-appointed, I feel, do not have the hunger, the thrive, the strive to really want to see your truth and see you walking in a different light other than a prison sentence. Yeah, I feel like it's hey, I'm gonna give you these 8, just get these 2 out for me. I feel like it's something like that.
Your lawyer, did you feel they did everything they could?
Not at all.
Damn.
Me personally, because I want to say I love Africans. But at that moment, my first lawyer was an African that I didn't understand at that time. I'm like, why you have him? La 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 la. And by him being in prison with that with that type of culture and that type of energy, I don't know the ethnic.
Yeah.
I feel that I've seen something. I'm very observant. Yeah. I believe God gave me the gift of discernment. So I watch and understand how you move. I don't watch what you say, listen what you say. I watch how you move when you say it.
Right.
And what I noticed is they came over bodies of water to be here. And they're intimidated by the people that allowed them to come. Mm-hmm. So sometimes they'll just go with the program. Yeah, just to make sure they stay straight. They stay right because they got things and dreams and things they trying to protect and take care of.
I won't argue that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I won't argue that. How long was the deliberation on your trial? Or how long did your trial go?
In and out like the burger, man. Like it was. We sitting there for like an hour, took a recess, came back in, and they were like, "Hey, man, this what's going on. Y'all supposed to." They were wanting to like, you know how like they'd rather you just talk about it, go about your business, but the prosecutor was like, "Nah, he done this, he done this, he done this." You know what I'm saying? So let's press play and go on with it. And I ain't gonna lie. My mind was in a place of I was lost, right? I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what direction. If they would let me out, I probably would have crashed out. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have the type, not just the type of male figure or guidance that can keep my attention to show me what's good, what's bad, what's right, what's not. So me personally, you know, people might not like it, but the penitentiary saved my life. Yeah.
Did you have like an open jury or it was closed?
They had the open jury, and then they say you can either do this and get hung, or you can go to trial by judge. Right. And at that moment, I knew that I was going somewhere, so I'd rather be judged by one than many.
No, I mean, technically, having your faith, you know, all they got to do is create some kind of doubt.
Absolutely.
And it's like, you know.
But we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, you don't know that at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 30. You learn that after you've seen so many people crash and burn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so by that, I just go off instinct, you know, and my natural instinct is just, hey man, let me just chop it up with you instead of me talk to about it, people, because y'all mess around, tag me. And
you remember the judge?
Nah, I can't remember.
White man? Or a woman, or
it was a man, but I can't remember. He was light skin, brown skin, Creole. He was something in a sense of the judge wasn't messed up. I think that's why I rolled with him. Because the judge was like, man, let's just talk about it. But it was the DA that wanted to apply pressure and press play on that. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right. What does go through your mind when they give you those numbers as far as what did they sentence you with?
14 years.
14 years.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You know,
you're 24 at the time.
Yeah, I'm 23, 24.
Yeah,
at
23.
That time.
Yeah, that's.
I think in your mind, I think I heard a rap song where they say young nigga don't even know what all that time mean. So you really don't know what the time mean. You just know you going to the back. You know what I'm saying? You really don't understand until you start feeling it. Yeah, you really don't know what a workout is until you get up on some weights.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just think I'm gonna go walk and do that until somebody get to put some weight on there, whatever. Then you wonder why you so in the morning. Yeah, now you remember what it is.
Did you know where you were going?
No, I didn't. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You never know where you're going. And I feel like where you go and your outcome and your journey is all universal law. I believe in the Most High. God is my Lord and Savior. Jesus, my Lord and Savior. Nevertheless, I believe that whatever path you go, it is already ordained, even with your choices. You can choose yes or no, and it's still a outcome for both reasons. And as I went, and the reason why I say that is because when I did a year and a half in the county. I did a year and a half in Lulu.
Which one is Lucerne?
Lulu, come on now, Lulu. Only one North Tower.
What was your meal of choice? If any?
My meal of choice?
Yeah, which one?
Oh, the burrito with the meat and cheese and that brake pad. They keep this and that green below.
I'm telling you, boy. Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, yeah, a nigga might get a meal up in there.
Silly, man.
I'm telling you.
And somebody told me they still serving that goof ass shit. That's disrespectful. They need to get sued for that one.
God damn.
Yeah, I know they gave somebody poison.
Oh,
I ain't lying.
But first of all, just doing a year and a half in county anyway. You said you couldn't make bond.
No, you could, but remember this. We are all. I done had many uncles that have came and did 20 or better, but it seemed like it never gets better with the information of the people that are supporting you. So they never know what they need. They never ask what they need. They never go. They will only defend you from the couch. They would never get, and I'm just speaking on mine. I love my people, but because they lack of information, it lacked their ambition to help you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I just sat in there. And that's just how it go. Like you can't. I'm green, they green, we green together. So I'm just sitting here, living life, as golden as possible.
No, God damn it. So where do you go? Where is the first place you actually land outside of county?
Oh, I got transferred. I went to La Mexico in West Texas.
You said you did
Farm
that
in Wheeler.
You did that for how long?
23 months. That was before COVID. See, COVID, they turned them transfers into units to where you had to do like 5 years or something. But that's hard time though. And people was telling me that, like, man, you doing hard time. Cause you doing hard time. Wait till you get to a unit. And I'm just like, and I knew it was hard time, but naturally because you are black in that area, that area of Texas, every area of Texas, prison is racist. Remember that. Prison is racist as hell. People can talk all that shit, but when you go in, they're gonna see who you are and they're gonna point you in the direction of your people, or they will leave you out to dry until your people come save you.
Well, some prisons in Texas, a lot of them are ran by black people.
No, they're not.
Damn.
The only reason why they ran by is people that grew up and then they done got shipped. They didn't transfer into grow up as like you want to be a warden or maid or whatever.
Yeah.
You end up getting shipped. And you end up not getting shipped, but you end up transferring to places that the spots are open and don't stay long. When I went to a farm at Wheeler, it was some racist SA, and he used to come through it and really disrespect you and disrespect you as a person, as a man, as a human being. And it was from some simple shit. You know what I'm saying? I seen him come in Castro or something like that. He come in, dude had like a letter up on his mat. Come through shaking down, checking it. But I think he was on steroids or something. And they threw a nigga shit over there. And in your mind, you like, man, how am I supposed to respond like this?
Goddamn.
But then they play with your freedom, which play with your mind.
Goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, like, yeah, so when I go into farm, I do like 11 months on the farm, they give me a player little job through the trash. I know that sound nasty. But nevertheless, it gives you access to move and just get a peace of mind. I work by myself, pick the trash cans up, put them down, clean out, whatever. But when I go into the pods, I'm hearing niggas say, "Oh yeah, this our table, this the crib table, that's the blood table, this the I can't remember the blast table." The San Antonio table, whatever they call it. I don't want to disrespect the homitos and get they clan wrong, but they got all these different tables. And one thing about black people, we are very dominant and aggressive, and we just do what we want to do. And we do it and we make fun, we laugh, and all that shit, right? Nevertheless, it when I went to that unit, white boys and SAs had an alliance. They had an alliance to be like, we could eat out the same bowl, drink out the same. This is before that tune took over and it changed the game for the good and the bad. Nevertheless, they created an alliance to say that, hey man, we can eat together, we can kick together, we can get money together, but we don't fuck with the niggas. And the niggas be like, oh, that's how y'all play. We just gonna take all this shit. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's our shit, whatever we want, and they work around it. And I'm not saying that the white boys was weenies. I'm not saying SAs was weenies. I'm saying that our mindset created just shit, set the tone and however go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's on a prison, a prisoner mentality, a penitentiary mentality. But the rank and the whatever they was the ones that kind of fucked your mind up. Black white men, we used to have to walk to chow. They call food chow. So we every one of them breakfast, lunch and dinner, all of it's chow. We walk in the chow. And they can be like, hold their line up. You see you three partners, three niggas kicking it together, whatever. They'll stop the line, like 25 people, 50 people, whatever, and be like, hey, you go to the front, you go to the back, and you stay here, now walk. They gonna break the niggas up.
Goddamn.
Because what we lack to understand, that they see something that we don't understand. 3 is a body of 50.
Yeah.
We change the environment wherever we go. And the mentality is to change that in a positive manner, in a progressive manner. Yeah. If you intimidate, if 3 black men, black women intimidate 50 to 100 people in the room, imagine what happened when y'all 100 deep, 1,000 deep on the same accord. That's pressure. Hey. That's a tone setter, but back to what I was saying, like, it was just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They gonna treat you bad. This is when you couldn't grow no bills.
Yeah, about to say, what's the
Horrible.
what's the worstest or the most racist shit you seen?
Racist. I seen a lot of it. When I was in
Will they use?
okay, I got one for you. Hold up, here it is. Like I told you, I was only getting like $25 a week for my T-Zone, right? And so instead of spending money on Zulu, Wham Wham, some goofy shit, I go buy a bag of bleach. I say, man, I'm gonna wash some clothes. Yeah, I'm gonna wash clothes. Boom, I get to wash the clothes, whatever. And we used to have these green heritage bags. They still got them. They took them and they brought them back. And nigga will put his bleach in there so it looked like, cause it's contraband. You know, we steal it. Everything we got that makes it personal for us is usually contraband, stolen, whatever. And these motherfuckers, police shit that they don't even pay for. Anyway, I got the bleach and wash the clothes, whatever. Keep my shit clean, keep their shit clean, and I'm gonna have some in the locker. Then I go back and get some bleach. I'm really running like I'm trapping. So anyway, a Hispanic lady, Miss Torres, I'll never forget her motherfucking name. Pretty old school, evil spirit. She had a dark soul. Nevertheless, she come through. They got a thing called shakedown. When they go in, it's on. You got your bunk on the list, and they go in and shake your bunk down. So she shake my locker down and bring out the bag of bleach. Now, mind you, my shit cut with all kind of shit they was serving me, but it was DJs. That's all it. We use everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we make it work. So what I'm using is working, but it's bleaching at all. She take it out and she like, the bag old. Cause I've been using the bag, but I keep putting the bleach back in the bag, so the bag kind of old a little bit. But it's all white. So she take it out there and was like, you can read her lips. I'm looking at her, I'm like, damn. I'm already, they done wrote me up so many times. I stay in the back. I stay on the street, so I'm like, damn, what she gonna do? I watched her call like 3-4 lives. I'm like, smell this. What that smell like? They say, I don't know. I see the man shaking like, I don't know. And it's an essay that working SSI on my part. And he out there working. And I was like, she took it. She had like 3 officers smell it, whatever. And what happened? Okay, so I watched the lady. They used to have these little piss cups. And they used to put bleach in there for the exercise to clean up, whatever. I watched the woman take the drawer out. In front of my eyes, it's like 3 windows with 3 different parts where you can all see the desk. And I watched the woman take the thing, screw the top out, and drop it in my bag. I say, man, what the fuck was that? So I go out there, boom, I'm ready to rip. Hey, excuse me, Miss Torres, by any chance, that was, why? I said, I just watched you dump the cup in the bag to solidify that it's bleach. She said, this bitch said, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I already told the lieutenant, and he told me that we just use this to clean up the area. I said, but you already wrote it up, and you about to pass this off to this man, and he gonna say that this is bleach. And she was like, oh, don't worry about it. Just tell him to scoop from up on the bottom. Now, you know what powder and dust, when you go to the bottom, everything kind of just, I say,
the grind.
If that ain't some old evil ass twist, but mind you, I ain't getting in trouble because I spun, you know, I spoke for me. You know what I'm saying? I say, man, how did this woman did this, that, and the third, but this what got me, right? Is the dude that was an SSI was a Hispanic, but because she shows him favor, whatever the fuck, I was like, hey, say, homie, hey, I ain't say take it, steal it, get the case, I'll pay you, nothing. I was like, hey, say, homie, just tell them that you seen her put you. Like, man, bro, I'm out of it, homeboy. I said, man, and that's when I knew. I was like, you ain't never gonna win on this side of the park. You know what I'm saying? You in the wrong era. You just out of pocket, you out of bounds. And I've watched numerous things happen among it, and that was some simple shit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the officer plant a screwdriver on one of the Muslim brothers' outlet.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, and it ended up becoming a big thing that made the Houston Chronicles when I was on Ramsey 1. I done seen all kind of shit.
How important is the Muslim movement, the other religions? How important is it to maybe, I think I've seen some inmates grab a Bible to, maybe find God, or a preacher might try to reach out to a man. I don't know if he's using them or what, but they might use the Bible to
to persuade you, encourage you, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna tell you something. I had practiced Islam for 8 years. I got a bunch of good Muslim brothers that I done 8 Ramadans, fasted, learned the Salat, learned the Fatiha, led Salat, all that. And what had drawn me to the religion was the brotherhood. Yeah, we lack good guides and leadership and the brotherly love. Yeah. Going in prison, they got something called the check, quarter check, whatever, where you got to squabble whatever set you in, whatever set you with, whatever unit you go to, if they still active like that. And what I seen in their brotherhood is for me to call you my brother, I gotta let you beat the fuck out of me.
That's why.
That don't make no motherfucking sense. For me to get love, you gotta abuse me.
That's why.
You know what I'm saying? Crash me out. Nevertheless, like I seen in the Islamic community, these brothers is brothers I like. I'm drawn to sharp, healthy, handsome individuals. Brothers that set the tone and come in as one movement. Yeah. You know, it hit different. But I had changed my life when I was G5 in like 2023. I'm G5, strung up.
And for those that don't know what G5 means.
The G5 is closed custody. That means you stay in the cell for 23 hours, maybe 24 hours. Depending on how the officer feels and how lazy or not so lazy is, you may get a shower once a day. Maybe one time we went 3 months without a shower.
Goddamn.
Yeah, we buried laughing in the sink. Yeah, if you ain't got no bleach, you're gonna be mildew out the game.
Who can you complain to?
Nobody. No phone, no horns, no nothing. The phones got popped. So now we strung up and now you can't complain. You just, and I think that you not being able to complain prepares you for like the future of the world. So I got some good guys that ain't never coming home. And that's what drives me to do the things I do today, because I can't wait to go through the front door. I tell them all the time, cause I'm coming through the front door, I promise you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing energy and I'm bringing gifts. Yeah, so I was still, nevertheless, those moments is what made me who I am today. That's why I say like I listen to people complain about bullshit. I be like, cuz we done went home, we been on home strike. I ain't been able to bathe.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like these all came, took all my shit.
They ain't seen the bottom.
Yeah. So, so when you come out here and you get into a small jam, a small hiccup, sometimes you gotta think about way back when. Keep pushing.
Hold on, you said you practiced for like 8 years and you stopped.
Absolutely. Changed my life in G5. Because what it was God put me in a situation where he isolated me from what I'm known to. I've always been I've always been a sociable introvert. I can easily talk to you, have a great time, but then by choice, I like to be by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I move by myself, think by myself. However, by me being around the brothers, it allowed me to keep pushing and to continue to practice the religion. Nevertheless, when I got G5, I had some brothers that kind of saw my name down, said I was doing this and doing that, because they allow you to do everything you want to do until you get popped for it. Now it's like they slime you. And it wasn't about them sliming me what changed my perspective. It was the separation, isolation, you know what I'm saying, which was almost like a new creation, because it allowed me to kind of think and see that I had more love for the brotherhood than I did the religion.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, when I was practicing and making salat and stuff, I didn't see miracles. I see miracles believing in Jesus. Yeah, I see things happen. I see doors open. I see people. I see things happen in front of me that I can say, man, I know that's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's fire. I know that's legit. You know what I'm saying? I've never had that feeling. Never had that feeling.
Speaking of seeing things happen, man, there's a fear of every male that they feel like when you go to prison, there's some type of a violation that's going to occur, some type of booty bandit that's going to try to hem you up for your commissary. And if you ain't going, shit, you got whatever the fuck. Is that just a stereotype as of, some of this stuff goes back to the 80s and 90s.
Absolutely.
Does that stuff exist in the new millennium?
Not at all. Niggas want to be gay. Why would you have to take it from somebody when you got people in there gay as hell? Like, and I'm not taking nothing from people being homosexual. Nevertheless, when you say
there's homosexuals in the prisons, I mean, I'm talking about like
you have inmates or whatever they call them, clients or whatever, people that's doing time that are naturally fighting the inner girl that's coming out of them. You know what I'm saying? They transition. I've watched people come in aggressive, you know, loud talking, and next thing you know, you just over time you just start seeing them combing their hair. So you line their eyebrows up. Next thing you know, they sit in the day room, put makeup on. They choose to do that. Yeah, you ain't gotta come take. You won't take anything.
You said you say you seen somebody come in for the most part look regular, and then over time
transition into who they really want to be.
Does the prison help them with that? Like, do they give them like what y'all need?
I was on Alred, right? Alred is and was a fucked up unit, and then it kind of got a little, it got live, you know, horns, work, everything going. But when I pulled up, they call it the 3 P's: pills, pictures, and punks. That's all it was known for. You know what I'm saying? They gonna snort pills, gonna fuck with punks, and gonna look at Jack on pictures because it was tied down. It was real tight. They call it all redneck Texas, all redneck. But anyway, I would literally watch people that were supposed to be gang members, literally do what they feel like. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm still gonna bang. I'm gonna fuck with this. I'm gonna fuck this boy, and I'm still gonna say blood, GD, Crip, whatever. You know, I grew up and I banged 111.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 111 neighborhood.
Yeah.
And when I come here and I see how they moving, it made me look like the weirdo. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I come from a gang unit where we got girlfriends, we got shit going on. Nevertheless, I come here and this is what y'all going on. Y'all fighting over other men.
These are men that have life sentences, or these are men that's
I've seen nigga turn a whole girl that only had 5 years.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's not on you, it's in you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's what you want. That what type of, and I'm not taking nothing from it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't impose it on me, I ain't gonna disrespect you.
Have you ever seen anyone transition back before they leave? Like back
I've seen
masculine?
I've seen individuals transition and transform going to visit them back. Yeah, I've seen that happen too. You know what I'm saying? Like they play them type of games, and I find it kind of disrespectful because what about the ones that are solid, the stand-up niggas? Them the ones I'm used to.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like how are you hiding arched eyebrows and things of that nature?
You know, like you have a lot of people that are practically like they metrosexual. They believe in having a pretty face and be pretty boys. Nevertheless, in that environment, I don't know if it's something in the air. It can't be in the water, but it's something that it allows them to feel comfortable and safe to be that, and they feel like they can be this and then go back out and be like, I'm this, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And it's just something that I just never could. You know, I seen it, but I never, you know. I mean, when you don't indulge, it has nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with you. You know, you can't stay in my cell. We ain't gonna be sellers. There ain't none of that shit. So you won't have to, not to say them being who they are can have an impression on you. Nevertheless, it keeps you safe from having to hurt somebody or because you let somebody in that lifestyle live in your cell. What your homies and partners and friends gonna think? Man, that nigga let the Bluefoot live in they cell. Man, what type of time he on? Man, that nigga gotta be fucking that boy. And what happens then? Now you have to stand on your reputation.
Yeah, do you have any control over that as far as somebody saying, "Hey, we can't"?
It come with something. You know, a lot of times, you know, they kind of when you create a rapport and a standard within yourself, then they tend to respect that. However, it's been times where it don't now. It's you have to get the case. Hey man, when the door open, hey man, you gotta sell it. He come up, hey man, what's up? Hold on, before you come in, you step in the door. Hey, what's up? You looking the nigga up and down, whatever. You looking the nigga up and down. You ask the nigga, hey man, what's up? You smoke? You fuck around? You a fuck nigga? What's your name? Hey, you gonna ask your partner, you know this nigga, he good? Nah, he what? Nah, it's all with. And whatever come with that. You come with a case or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever. Close the door, you ain't coming in here. Or tell him you ain't coming in here. Because usually it's like, a lot of times homosexuals like to be in cells with their men or their homosexual friend, whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you can have a conversation. Hey, look out, cuz you know you're not coming here. I know, I ain't gonna stay long. Or I know I'm refuse house. Cause whatever you did to get here, you gonna keep having to do it. They probably got caught out, probably was trying to get to another cell with whoever they kick it with, whatever. But you can even do that. And if they ain't trying to hear that, or the law was trying to make them come in, it's over with. Close the door. Walk that shit all down.
Shouldn't they like separate any person who's?
I think they've been kind of like trying to do that, like because it's just kind of messed up. But you know how they charge you for medical, like they got you under their supervision, but they charge you for medical assistance, like for like you got diabetes, you got high blood pressure, whatever. They charge you for this shit.
They charge you for that?
Yeah, they charge you for that while you in prison, but you don't make no money. That shit crazy. But nevertheless, they do that. But for you to get the shot to transition into a woman, they do that for free.
They do that for free. See, man, the system is.
They do it for free. They give them the whole little 1-2, and which shows me that they quietly or silently promote that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I've heard that. I've heard that more than once.
Yeah, you'll jump on me for having a conversation with your female officer, but you done caught this man inside this other man, and they just kind of get separated.
Yeah, it's not even
that shit crazy.
Like I heard niggas wouldn't even get punished. They'd just be like, all right,
they just kind of sweep it under the rug. Go get your whatever ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Did you ever have any situation? I know you talk about the guards, but the Aryan Nation, the Aryan Brotherhood, do they stay to themselves, or do they just hate?
I ain't gonna lie, they gonna hate. I ain't gonna lie to you. It depends on where you at, right? Like you can be. Let me think. Okay, Already is a white ran unit from the top to bottom. It just changed when they got 2 wards that had some flavor in them. But for the most part, before when I got there, it was white ran. So they got a inside job. White people ain't never been front line. Like they naturally, like they kind of orchestrated. Really kind of clever. Cause it's like a finesse. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna kind of let y'all hurt each other, and then just after y'all kill each other, they come and just set their stake in the ground. But for the most part, hell nah, I ain't never had no you fucking nigger type shit.
Yeah, hard
because you know, they know who they can play with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they know who they can play with.
A lot of people don't know how TVs is ran. And then this how you did state time, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did state time.
A lot of people don't know how the TVs are ran. Can you give them an education on?
You got 2 TVs in the day room. One is a movie TV, one is a sports TV. Most of the time, the niggas run like 99.9% of the time, niggas run the sports TV.
Yeah, because niggas actually have real bets going.
Yeah. They get money. They running plays, you know what I'm saying? Running play, catches A, whatever. And it don't matter if they gambling or not. That's what's going on. Niggas gonna have the TV. That's what it is. That's law. Yeah. And it's law that it's a sports TV and a movie TV from TDCJ.
Yeah.
But it's law that niggas gonna have that TV. It's just what it is. And let's say this TV break. Oh shit, they gonna move. They gonna take their show on the road right across the room 9 times out of 10.
The movies gotta go to sports.
But like, you know, a lot of times, you know, the whole telling and snitching thing is at an all-time high. So it's not like you can push, pull, drag, or tow a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You do that, and then, you know, now it's a conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? So, but for the most part, yeah, it's imposed.
I heard they have like I guess it's a snitch box.
No, I-60.
I-60.
They call them I-snitches.
Yeah. You drop the
I don't gonna lie to you. I don't talk to no law unless I'm about to break me one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't talk to them, goddamn.
Yeah, I don't talk no law unless I'm about to try to spin that shit. Do what I want for me. I've never been the type of person to be like, I'm gonna break this law and then we just all gonna get. I play for keeps because I know that when I take the foul, that foul hurt. I don't do no snitching. Every lick I take mine and go about my business. And when you put more people in your car, it just may give it more weight to blow up. You know what I'm saying? So you just don't do that. But yeah.
So did you tell anyone about the relationship you had with the officer? How did it come up?
People kind of like, you know, when you done had conversation with people. But when you done already beat them, it's hard to get caught back. You know, I done already beat you. Like if me and you have a relationship and we get in a jam, they only know what you tell them. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. That's why the snitching is so easy to be taken down, because they'll impose some pressure on you and you usually break. That's why I say everybody ain't for the game. You know what I'm saying? When you drop the prices on the work, you drop the prices on the phones, you let people in on your drops and how you moving. Everybody can't understand that pressure. You know, I had got my jam young I was only like 3 years into my sentence. But understanding, but by the stewardship of the overseers of me, I already knew what to do. I don't know shit, close the door. Please, close the door. I don't have nothing for you. But some people don't understand that. Yeah, they only know what you tell them. They got hearsay. But if they ain't caught you red-handed, they have nothing, but niggas still tell because they scared of the unknown.
Scared of the unknown.
Women tell. Women tell because they feel like they gonna get you out of trouble. We were just friends. I fed him. You fed him. I brought him a picture. Yeah, you dead wood. And we all fucked off. I didn't get caught for this established relationship because we didn't tell. What happened was, at that moment I was practicing Islam and we used to get prayer oil in. Prayer oil is it's kind of like cologne, rubbing oil or whatever. Nevertheless, I had like 8 drops of some bullshit in a Visine bottle that somebody had gave me on some like, hey, here, whatever. And I just kind of, I was like, I had Burberry, Armani Black, I had all kind of fly shit. So I was like, man, this shit is simple. This talking about brown sugar. I threw that shit in a sugar box. And so when they locked me up and took me to we call it going to jail, because you in prison, but when you go back behind that door, you in jail. So when I go to jail, they shake my shit down, try to press me about whatever I was doing. I was like, shit, I don't know. How you want me to agree to something I don't know? So they left me alone, but they fucked me off on that and said I had synthetic liquid marijuana, K2, and shot me up the road.
God damn.
Yeah.
Pray girl.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
That's how I do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you, what'd you weigh going in and what'd you weigh coming out?
Man, I was from some super fly shit. When I first went in, I was 270, like 270, 275. And I was out of shape, but I was smooth though.
Yeah.
But what changed my mind about the weight I was on was I didn't understand they ain't had air conditioning until I got there. And I caught my case, like I got sick like right around March. And as soon as it started getting hot, they sent me to medicine. Cause it was hot in the bitch. And I couldn't, you can't fight it. You just gotta learn how to work through it. And that's what pushed me to start working out. And when I came home, I was like 220. I just gained this little weight. I just gained this little 20, 30 pounds. Yeah, I came home, I was ready. Big chest, little waist, big arms, all that.
And what is the mentality for working out? What is niggas saying, stay ready or?
People say stay ready, get ready, but if you already ready, what you trying to, you know what I'm saying? You already ready. It's a mentality because of what you looking like, what you see. It's like seeing your future. Yeah, I'm gonna do these 100 burpees, I'm gonna do these 1,000 push-ups, these 1,000 squats, because I'm looking in the future. I'm trapping. You know what I'm saying? Like I see little Miss Davis up there. Miss Davis don't want to look at no bad built ass, poo-put ass nigga. Yeah. So you like, okay. I know they body freaks. I'm gonna work out, get my stomach right, get my arm right, get my chest ready. So them little windows, the little windows that you have to speak, she gonna listen because you already got the physique. Yeah, everybody know a woman want women that want a man that's bad built. That's because she don't want no other man want a man. But other than that, they want a nigga that don't apply some pressure. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do something that's gonna outstand, overlook, and stand out from the rest.
How important is it to work on cardio?
Oh, it's very important. Run upstairs, hit the burpees.
Yeah,
I really like that.
Can't just be no swole nigga.
Yeah, nah, you got breathe. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, you could be big than a pig, and that's all you gonna be. You gonna need somebody to help you get out, to help you. As soon as you pull something, you can't. Yeah, you gotta be active. Go rep, hoop, all that, hoop, handball, whatever they do.
This is a general statement. Like, what was the worst thing you've seen in prison?
The worst experience.
The worst experience.
Was when I was G5. We all at one point in time I was on Alred and it got live. Cause I'm not glorifying prison, but when you doing time, it's best time to do it your way. You know what I'm saying? Like it hit different when you do it your way. Horns, work, money. Yeah, it's just however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it all came to an end. We at one point in time, it was a big buster where they fucked off a bunch of laws, and everybody that got caught with some ice, some dope, some weed, some vape, whatever you got caught with, we all got sent closed custody as G5. And the ones that had a name for themselves, they put them in a section of their own. So let's say you got 3 paws. 3 paws is 3 sections, ABC 1, 2, 3 for that pause. So you got K pause and K1, K2, K3. You got J pause, J1, J2, and so forth. And it's 9 pause on the building. But by us being on CB code is when you get caught with a free world contraband, a contraband that was brought into prison, and CB code is when the punishment is what's the word? It's excruciating, I guess. And
running through that.
Where they take out, they put you on like a 6 months restriction. They you can't make wire transfer, JPay, money, econ money, all that. Everything got to go back to like the 90s where they blew it on like a money order and mailed it to Huntsville.
Got it.
And by us having them cases and having those names and reputations, they put us on a section on a pod. They made it its own section. So instead of 9 sections on a building, you got 10. And we didn't get no exercise. It had to be an officer to come in. And it was rough. Like, when you G5, you gotta throw your trash kind of out the door, and then SSI come sweep it up. Yeah. But because the laws didn't want to escort the exercise on the pod, it was like mounds and mounds of trash, like a junkyard. Yeah. And it be days where like it's a bunch of trash on our run, rats running up out there, and they running in your house because they chasing the food or the wrappers that you put, and cause that's probably the hardest time I ever done. Yeah, because like that's when we didn't get no showers. We had to go on hunger strike, all that shit, because it was a rough time. That was the hardest time I ever done.
How was it for COVID? Like the moment it hit? When
COVID hit, it hit like we jacked the day room because we thought they were playing with us. Like we didn't understand what it was. Me and my partner, Jay Style, good nigga, man. He on Cofield. I got a life sentence. Man, with my celly when I came over there. We was on the radio and we heard something they talking about. It's a virus going around. We think, okay, it's just a flu or something. But when it went to Cali, whatever, and then spread it that fast. But when it got to us, they would start splitting our day room. Now we are medium custody. Medium custody is where you only get the day room for like 2 hours and you in the cell for the rest of the day. The only times you go out is for like chow and shit like that. And so when we out here in the day room, we sitting up here doing our thing. Nigga, I play chess. Like niggas playing night, whatever. I play chess and then I play that phone. I stay in rotation on the phone. So we playing chess and the nigga was like, man, that nigga telling us to rack up because they split the day room. So it's like 24 cells. So half of these cells come out for day room and wreck or whatever. They get 2-3 hours, whatever. And then we drop and we come out. So when we drop and come out, them niggas cut us short. Like, man, hell nah, you done da-da-da-da-da. Like, man, y'all, that's all we, woo. So we jacked the day room. Like, man, tell the rain come here. They come through with the guns or whatever, about to spray us down. Not the gun, but the canister grenades or whatever. Yeah. So we do this and whatever. And shit, the whole time they talking about COVID. And that's the reason why we ain't getting what we getting. And so from then on, that's why I'm like, man, what the fuck they talking about? They talking about wearing masks. I caught COVID, but I didn't understand it. I just know I couldn't breathe. So what I did, prison mentalities are much different than worldly mentality, like free mentalities. Because when I caught COVID, I ain't go lay down. I started working out, doing burpees and shit, because I wondered why my lungs ain't working. Yeah. And I was wheezing, I was doing it. Nevertheless, like it helped me. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of helped you push through whatever you're going through. But that was a rough time because it's already a tight area. And they talking about 6 feet apart.
Come on, man.
What the fuck is you talking about 6 feet apart? We'll be lined up all up on the stairs and shit, trying to stay away from each other. And so like COVID was really different. And then But the best thing they did was they was letting us have visits throughout the week, and then they took that away.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
How would you grade the medical facility in prison?
Trash.
Are they trying to save lives?
Nah, hell no. I got a headache. I'm dying or something. They tell you to drop a medical slip, and they might not get back with you until you already healed and fought through whatever you fought through.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Ain't no immediate. Let me go see the doctor.
I watched three or four people die in front of my eyes. Like they standing on top of this nigga body as they own that little what's that little cart that they put them on their little bed or whatever. Yeah. They rolling on. Yeah, the gurney. I'm watching this nigga dead, bitch, dead. I'm like, damn. Yeah, and you know, and that's when I learned how the ambulance work when they come in with the sirens off and they leave with them out. I mean, it's a bad situation.
Yeah,
because they ain't in no rush.
During COVID, did y'all receive any stimulus checks?
They was giving them to people. I didn't. Yeah, because I was on child support. That's why I say like it's really important. You know what I'm saying? Like to mature between you and the mother of your children. You know what I'm saying? Like whether the nigga acting foul or the sister acting foul, man, one or two y'all gotta get it together. Why? Because you know, like at this moment, I was like, man, that's some good energy, man. We gonna get this money. I'm about to go scope something. I'm about to go scope me some work, bust my shit down, yeah, and go that way. And by me owing child support, they took that little 32, but then like it was one of them. It was a 17 or something like that.
Yeah, then it went up to
and then the 6 came. I took the 6 and me being slick, I'm about to go on here just put that on my books, whatever. I mail it because I'm still on CB card. I mail that bitch, whatever. And they froze my account. They was like, man, you owe this, you gotta sign this back over. I say, what?
Damn.
Yeah, so they put a lien on my account and took it. I had to sign it back over. And then the 14 came and I didn't do that move. I just bounced it around and just busted down, get my teeth on something, and I took off from there. Yeah. But yeah, we had got them. I watched, and this is what I noticed, and it's the same way in the world. It's like, I heard a thing about Oprah Winfrey giving a man like $50,000 or something, and then followed them, and all he had to show for it was a truck. Yeah, and a bunch of stories. And when you give people money without the right financial literacy, they end up fucking it off. You just see a bunch of niggas come in, hobo coming in with big old bag, fucking their shit off bad, buying ice cream, passing around, signing over their check because they dope fiend, whatever. And I watched how in about a few months they was all broke. They was all a few months. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, no stewardship.
No, definitely. That's crazy too. Damn. Drugs in prison. You know, you just recently got out. I've heard the K2 was an issue.
Yeah, it's always.
I don't know if that fentanyl got in there pretty heavy, but what is like that one drug that's like, man, this shit really got this whole place. People
want to die. Yeah, people, they want to die. They want to have life-death experiences. And I watched some guys go all the way down behind this. Good, sharp individuals go down behind it. And it's because, like, you know, drug addiction is very, very, very dangerous, and it's very important for us to be aware of. You know, like I say, I smoked PCP for like 8 years, and I done been, and that's probably the worst thing I've ever seen or experienced. Nevertheless, the K2 or how they cutting it or putting that fentanyl on that paperwork, nevertheless, that is very, very just the same shit. I watched motherfuckers throw up, turn green, turn blue, and come back. We have to drag him to the side to keep the law from seeing him, have a croak session, and like they wake up and go right back to the door. Who got the stick? Where I go? Did I drop it? And go back down. So when it was just K2, it was cool because everybody was like, it was like a weed high. Niggas smoking it, they doing their thing, staying out the way. But when you smoke that fentanyl, it create a disturbance that fuck off everything everybody got going on. Like,
know what you mean?
You a dope fiend, you getting high, whatever. But when you have an outburst that causes laws, you got niggas in here with jags, with packs, with information, running plays, got shit going on, and you'll blow up the whole spot off a stick, off a little piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? And like, they don't give a fuck. Yeah. And then what happens is they'll tell on you. They'll be like, you the one giving it to me. Or they'll die. I watch people put a nigga name on that shit. Be like, I got that JJ. I got that JJ. Come on. And they ain't doing it but setting you up for a murder case. Cause when people started croaking, they'll just, with that JJ, hey man, go get JJ out of 3-4 bottom. Yeah, woo, hey, lock him up. Woo, and we gonna put it on you. Whatever he die on, if he dies on you.
Damn.
Yeah. So like K2, don't take this the wrong way. But K2 on the paper was probably the best and the worst thing that ever happened in prison. Because what it did was it allowed us to be financially stable or create some form of stability within ourselves. Yeah. Me, I was buying shoes for my kids, you know what I'm saying, for back to school. And wasn't getting no credit, wasn't looking for it, but I was just happy that I was able to do so.
Nah, that's real.
And but the worst thing that happened was that it put people in your business because people don't know how to monetize and steward over themselves. Instead of getting high yourself, falling out, whatever, you'll do it in front of broad daylight. Then walk whatever you got it on or whatever you do right down to the law. Because you so high you can't think. You know what I'm saying? And another thing it did too though, it broke that stigma that the Hispanics had that we not the same. Blacks and Hispanics have a lot in common. Overlooked, unappreciated, and really fully disrespected. But we are tricked in our mind that we are different and one is better than the other. Yeah, nevertheless, when the tune hit, you start seeing, because at one point in time, Mexicans didn't get high, they didn't catch jack cases and all that shit. Jack cases are jacking off, masturbating. Yeah. And when the tune came, they started indulging in it. They started being who they really are in a sense of being what they was told to do. Yeah, you got his man. You got essays. It's a big gang called the Blast, Tango Blast, and they run their side. They run some prisons. Yeah, it's respected. Nevertheless, when the tune came and they started indulging in it, now it's like, I'm not Tango Blast. Yeah, you my homeboy, but I'm Triple D. I'm Ace Time. I'm Fifth Ward. I'm this. And what it does is it break up that, hey man, I knew that shit was, you know what I'm saying? I know that shit was trained and taught, nigga, but you really, be who you really are. Because when you know a nigga on some fuck shit, I'm in the cell, I'm watching from the rec yard, and they had a whole ride on the rec yard because SA ran up a debt within some Bloods and some Latin Kings. But since I guess Latin Cleans red and the Blood weren't red, this nigga owe that money, so they crashed him out. And that was the first time I was like, man, I'm feeling that. Because if you on some fuck shit, you gotta get the fuck from around, but you gonna pay that money. Yeah, you gonna pay that money and you owe that. So and then we gonna move it around. And that's when I was like, yeah, that's good energy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Good energy ain't just being, perfect and walking on edge shit and all that shit. Good energy is what's able to help you, change you, and transform you with other like-minded individuals. When y'all get on the same chord to set the tone and to establish some type of law and some type of order, man, that's what that is.
Come on. Did you get a chance to read any books?
Absolutely.
While you're there? And what are some books that maybe got you through, some books you would recommend to another young dude coming in?
Think and Grow Rich. I think Grow Rich was a heavy one. The Secret was a good one. Talking about the LOA, Laws of Attraction.
Yeah.
A lot of biographies changed my life. That Ray Charles.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Will Smith. Cause what them biographies do is show you that these motherfuckers had struggles too. Yeah. And they came from nothing and figured it out. You know what I'm saying? The fortitude and the ambitions and the mindset to see in the future. Yeah. See the unseen and to strive for it, even when people looking at you crazy.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's real. Well, we do these prison stories, not to glorify. We do them just to educate, make sure that, someone else out here taking those chances kind of see the behind the scenes, it ain't a friendly place.
Absolutely.
For those out here that are taking penitentiary chances, man, I would like for you to kind of speak to the youth, man, as far as telling them exactly, why they need to stay from behind these prison bars and giving up, decade of their life, situations that you had to go through, if you don't mind speaking to the youth.
I first want to say, I'm dealing with a YN right now. My little boy, my oldest boy, OJ Jr., is a young YN. All he want to do is what he want to do and not understanding what the consequences that come with it. And off the rip, from the first day I've been struggling with helping him and ironing out the wrinkles in his life, putting him in the right perspective. He only 16, just got caught with a pistol about two, three weeks ago. Okay. And so I'm literally, by the grace of God, they put him on an ankle monitor to where he's able to be around me to see exactly how a role model or an impression I am on his friends and people around him. Well, what I say to the YNs is, cause we made the mistakes, so you don't have to. You can learn from my mistakes instead of taking those same trips up the road that you don't even know what's in front of you. You living in a life, most of you YNs are living a life that you are choosing to do. A lot of your parents are on, take care of business. That's why you can afford the Hellcat and the Draco. And I say like, change it now so they don't change it for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get put in a place because they are going to embarrass you, humiliate you, abuse you, misuse you, and really change your mind. One thing prison gonna do is either gonna turn you to a man, a hoe, or a punk. So I'm saying pick one. You know what I'm saying? And I like, and for you to be able to catch it now, to use that same energy you do to either crash out, see you can build. You know what I'm saying? We not here to tell you not to do this because you just said. I've learned that YNs and young sisters that are building up the platform to crash out on, they're not gonna do it without the why. They're not gonna not listen without the why. Our parents taught us to do as I say and not as I do. We have to show them not to do it and tell them the why and the outcome of it. Show them by the proof. Man, my scars, man, I've been stabbed 7 times. I got scars on my body, face, and back because of the choices I made. And I did this subconsciously so I can be able to testimony to y'all.
Come on.
And I just want y'all to know that, man, hey, y'all are the future. And if you crash out and fuck off y'all future, then what we got? Shit, but a bunch of old niggas trying to tell you so.
Come on. If you could give 3 rules to just do your time and get up out of there, what are 3 rules to live by if they a person who's never touched the inside of a jail cell or penitentiary system?
Wherever you go, don't start out being friendly. They're going to take advantage of you. Pay attention to your surroundings and understand yourself more than anything. Because if you understand yourself, you'll be able to respond properly within any situation. You could tell a nigga no, you could say yeah, you could say maybe, and be okay with changing your mind. And that's 4th thing, my bad.
Nah, hey, shit, the more the better. The more the better. Man, with that being said, Mr. Good Energy, I love it, man.
That's pressure right there.
And I have to ask, because I think it was Charleston White who came on the platform and said that he recommends that every young male do a prison stint. Absolutely. Just to make it'll make them better. What's your thoughts to that as far as prison can make men out of men? Or men out of boys?
I think I had spoke with you about this earlier. 2-3 years ain't enough. I think you need to do a 5 or better if you have chose and I'm not imposing and encourage you to go to prison, but if you have done or are making decisions to go, you won't have a mindset change unless you do 5 or better. You do 2, you go have a couple summers, do a couple squabbles, bust a couple stoves, and you right back in the streets. I watched some good young niggas go home after doing 2-3 years and come back with 50. 60. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you have to really feel that. It hit different when you in that cell and it's 120 degrees and your fan looking like you got a hair blower on your face. Yeah, it hit different when they done shut it down right before store and you ain't got no food because you've been mismanaging your shit. Them hunger pains will turn you into an animal. Yeah, and I feel like you need to feel that. You know what I'm saying? And really understand what's important in your life. Freedom, the opportunity of choice, or shit, living in a place of on command. Yeah, when they tell you to strip, you strip. When they tell you to move around, you move around. I ain't never seen a nigga I ain't seen too many niggas just crash out and not listen to what they say. You would crash out with your best friends or some niggas that you think your enemy. And then you'll go right there and abide by every rule the hoe tell you to do. That shit don't make no sense.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, for you to say that, as far as somebody might serve a couple of years, get out, and then you didn't see them come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen them back.
Football numbers. You like, damn, you was actually out here free, doing what you need to do.
Tripping.
And you right back here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, with that being said, man, for those that do want to follow you, man, are you okay with giving out your social media handles?
Absolutely. I want y'all to know I'm new to this. I just jumped out. I jumped out the porch.
He just got home.
Like, man, I'm about to set the tone. I do it because I'm not doing it for you just to like me. I'm doing it so I can know that I did what I could to at least encourage you to want to do better or look into yourself and figure out what makes you the best of you. My social media, Mr. Good Energy on Facebook, Mr. Good Energy. I don't know what these is. Hold on.
No. Take your time. Take your time.
Having to look. Yeah, I know what's going on.
And why you pulling it up?
I be ripping on that TikTok too. I've learned that to do more, you have to say less sometimes.
Come on now.
Yeah.
That's fact.
Mr. Good Energy with 2 exclamation marks. And that's really on our platform, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, follow me so we can follow we.
Yeah, man. To have been in there since 2013 and you just got a 6 months ago.
Yeah, that is the brand right here.
Yeah, that is the brand.
Energy. That's what's going on. That's it.
Oh, wait,
hold up. That's it right there. And to be totally honest, it's a way of life, it's a perspective. Sometimes you gotta just, everything could be good energy. Even your fall, your shortcomings, and your upliftings, all that's good energy. Your past experience, your trauma, all that's good energy because it made you create who you are.
That's real tough.
And I watch people talk about why you gotta comb your beard, man, because it's me. You know what I'm saying? It's me. I've been doing that from the penitentiary on in. And I learned that for you to give somebody the best of you, you gotta be you. Yeah, I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to be myself and hope that encourages you to do whatever you need to do to be the better you, even be better than me.
Come on.
Yeah, how can I hate on you when we're on the same team?
What was that piece of technology that was surprising to you when you got out? Like, damn, they didn't created this?
What was it? Maybe like all the features to this phone. This phone do everything you need to do.
It's crazy. Yeah.
But what's crazy is I think this motherfucker be listening to you even when it ain't on.
Yeah, that motherfucker do be kind of pulling up.
Yeah, because you will be talking about something and you go looking in your little feeds or your threads and they get to showing you something you just talking about.
Yeah, you talk about a fence and all of a sudden the fence ad pop up.
Yeah, so I really encourage y'all to stop talking your business on this motherfucker.
Yeah, put it to the side.
Yeah. It's either. I really want to tell y'all don't break the law. Just bend it a little bit.
Someone had told me they were surprised about self-checkout. Like that was a new thing. Like, damn, they got self-checkout.
I was there. I was right before I went in, they had like 1 or 2. But I come in, it's like 30 of them all.
Yeah, ain't nobody working no more.
and how I'm working at this little gig right now where they have a AI machine that do all the load. I screw the tops on, they grab it on, get the song at work, rapping it, and you be like,
God.
I wonder how many, I done it when it broke down. I done had to pick them over and then make a man out of you. Nevertheless, I be like, how many jobs you gonna take? How many jobs you gonna take from opportunities that you gonna take with somebody by putting in this machinery?
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word on the
I ain't gonna let no computer think for me, man. I can't think, man. I think fast on the computer.
And the last thing before we get out of here, man, what is a thing or some things that could be added to prison to make just the time better for people? If they need to even have a good, I know people be like, hey, they punishing the individuals, they shouldn't have nothing. But if you were to say something was needed.
The best thing I say is quit doing that all for one for all punishment.
Oh,
yeah. Every time somebody make a stupid decision, quit punishing the rest of us because everybody ain't living like that.
Yeah.
You got some real squares that's trying to come out here and be debonaires. Like, you really out here trying to do better. And why do I got to keep getting spanked for a nigga not conducting himself properly?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? They keeping niggas from agging out.
Come on.
Yeah. So.
Man. But with that being said, I gotta say it, man. OJ, you came through, you blessed us, man. This is Prison Stories 101.
Absolutely.
This is just the introduction, man. One of maybe the first conversation, but I appreciate you, man. I salute you.
Man, that's
Let's
good
get it.
energy.
Hey,
Rough.
Mr. Good Energy.